Hello traders, it's Footy Trader from myfootballtrading.com, and you can see my colored spreadsheet and you know what's coming. So football is coming, international break is over, league football is back. So it is my pleasure to welcome you to another analysis to see what's ahead of us. Are there any opportunities? Are there any? And is there anything that that we can invest in? So, starting with the Premier League, as always, the spreadsheet is ready. The teams are classified. So yeah, let's give it a go. And yeah, so 1 second. Okay. So I will just put the odds that I have in front of me to the spreadsheet and we'll analyze them together. Wolves Liverpool 634, 147. Aston Villa Crystal Palace, we have 1.88, 4.16. Fulham against Luton, it's 169, 512. Manchester United Brighton 2.21 and 2.93. Interesting. Tottenham Sheffield United, very strong favorites, 123, 11.16. West Ham Manchester City 660 and 149. Newcastle 155 and 601. And then we have Everton against Arsenal 6.21, 1.51, and Nottingham Burnley. No, actually, Bournemouth Chelsea first, 433, 178, and Nottingham Burnley would be 2.22 and 3.23. So is there something here that stands out? Should we worry that there was an international break? I wouldn't too much. Basically, we can't really classify the impact, and no team was playing, right? There was no club football, so all the teams are in a very similar position. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's see, Chelsea against Bournemouth. So it's 4th against 6th, not in the table, but in the classification. We have 160, 178. Chelsea being 2 times better than Bournemouth. I am not going to argue with that. Even though Chelsea has a 1 win and Bournemouth has 0 wins. But it's... I'm not going against it, not at all. I think it's okay. Okay, so what else do we have? We have Liverpool against Wolves and 147. I have Liverpool as category 2 team, Wolves as category 5-ish. So yeah, I will leave it at that. Fulham Luton, Luton 7 and Fulham number 5. You would expect Fulham to be a strong favorite. Again, not going against Fulham here. Tottenham Sheffield United 123 is justified. We have a gap here, right? Category 2 with category 6. So we have 3 categories in between. So a very strong favorite. Nottingham Burnley, 2 teams that not necessarily you would want to invest in, but also the odds seems correct, right? Burnley 7, category 7, they can't be the favorites. They are not. Nottingham 2.22. In fact, Nottingham is 9th in the table. They have 2 wins and 2 losses in the first four games, and Burnley is 3 losses out of 3 games. Manchester City, West Ham. So West Ham surprisingly good, number 4 in the table, 3 wins. 10 points, Manchester City, as you would expect, 4 wins in 4 games. 149, I think this is fair evaluation of the chances. So it may be that I won't have anything for the Premier League, but if there are no opportunities, there are no opportunities. Unless, they may be for you if you see things differently. Okay, so here if we look at those 2 games, you can see that the odds are pretty similar. Yeah, we have Newcastle at 155 and Arsenal 151. And what is this telling us? It tells us that Arsenal is so the difference between Arsenal and Everton, let me put it this way, is the same as Newcastle and Brentford in terms of quality, and in terms of being a good team, being able to win. And I would agree with that, basically. Newcastle 155. Even though they lost 3 games in 4, and they are facing Brentford, who drew 3 games, I would still favor the Newcastle. So 155 is I think good odds. Arsenal Everton 151. It should probably be a little bit less than that, because look at Manchester City West Ham, right? Is the difference between Manchester City and West Ham the same as between Arsenal and Everton? It's not, in my opinion, right? The difference between Arsenal and Everton is bigger than between Manchester City and West Ham. So if you look at that, right, you can treat this in a way that 149 for Manchester City is good odds, and Arsenal at 151 maybe should have been a little bit lower, but 150 for Manchester City against West Ham is correct. I think 151 Arsenal against Everton is good odds, really. I will, just for the interest, I will have a look at what happens here in this one, because even though it's low odds 151, they may not reflect the probability correctly, right? In the current form, will Arsenal win 66 games against Everton out of 100? I think maybe more. But if there is a value here, it's minimal. Yeah, it's minimal. Nothing that would turn our trading world around. Yeah, it's minimal. Now this one, Manchester United against Brighton, 221, 293. Interesting stuff. Yeah, Brighton, not a bad start. 3 wins in 4 games. Manchester United, 2 wins in 4 games. I have them as even at the moment, the same category. We'll have to wait and see. However, if there are no surprises in team news, and if Manchester United drops, then laying them may be an opportunity. Let me have a quick look at some other stats. Recent results. Just out of curiosity, how it was. Interestingly, last season, right? Brighton won 2 times. They won 2-1 away, and then they won 1-0 at home. So I think that this is to be looked at. Yeah, if Manchester United odds drop more, I may go ahead and lay them. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, huge difference, and I put them in the same category. Is it? Let me check. Was that on purpose or was it a mistake? Yeah, so Crystal Palace 2 wins, Aston Villa 2 wins in 4 games. Aston Villa more solid. I should put Crystal Palace in category 5. I will change it now because category 5, Crystal Palace, and I think I will leave it at that. So that's a no. Okay, so no good opportunities. I mean, not some crazy opportunities in the Premier League. Just 2 games to have a look at. Again, Arsenal against Everton, 151 looks juicy. I would expect less than that. And Manchester United, Brighton, 221. If it drops, then it is a lay opportunity. It should be pretty much even, in my opinion. Okay, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below or on Twitter. Reach out to me. And as always, stay green and stay tuned for the analysis of the next league. Thank you very much and bye.